me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, Why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where the spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith and Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, oh motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh, I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake.
All right. All right, man. What is going on, guys? What is going on? All right, man. Let's hop right into the intro, man. Let's not waste any time, man. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 150 of the news, man. Episode 150. Bro, absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. Episode 150 of the news. We are coming up soon in the beginning of April, so we're close to a month away from the 3-year anniversary of the podcast as well, man. So it's crazy usually around this time of year, man. We start reminiscing on the podcast, bro, but it's so crazy. We made it to episode 150, and it went in the blink of a fucking eye, man. It really did. So
It's been insane, man. It doesn't feel like this long.
Definitely, bro. So with that, man, let's hop right into the intro, man. Let's not waste any time, bro. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Like I said, this is episode 150 of the podcast, man. If this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news, man. Also, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Notorious Unscripted, does AEW overlook the story for the dream match? And what we mean by that is, are they ignoring storytelling on television and just coasting through by having good wrestling? We absolutely ripped AEW to shreds in one of the all-time IWC, in one of the all-time, in my opinion, the all-time IWC rants. Excellent, bro. Excellent shit by Sir K and myself for Monday, man. So if you guys did miss that, that is available on all platforms for you guys right now. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you want to see it first, join us right here on YouTube every Monday at 10 p.m. Central. Or after Monday Night Raw, whatever time Monday Night Raw ends for you, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. Not hard to find whatsoever. You can find all 8 of these beautiful designs in more than just t-shirts, man, live on the merch shop. Tank tops, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves, youth, women, whatever you guys want, man. Whatever you guys want, you guys can find all this on the merch shop, man. You got the Chicago flag design, the Chicago skyline design, the base logo design, the Riddler-inspired IWC's Best Kept Secret design, the Notorious scratch logo design, the only community that matters, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, and the Christmas merch, man. All 8, like I said, of these beautiful designs are available on the merch shop right now. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. So with that, if this is your first time watching, and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, bro?
Going good, man. Going good. Just been chilling out, man. Just waiting for Revolution at this point, man. But shit's been normal, man. I've been chilling, man. But there is a little side announcement for next week, man, because
Give it to him straight.
I will be going on vacation. I'll be taking a little vacation with some family. The weekend of, the half of the week into the weekend of Revolution. So I will be able to make it for Revolution, but we're gonna have to move next week's episode of news to Wednesday because I leave that Thursday. So that Thursday morning, so we'll have to move it to Wednesday, right after Dynamite, or soon after Dynamite. Because I will not be here on Friday, but I will be back by Sunday night for the review for you guys for Revolution, man. And although I'm not as excited as I'd like to be for Revolution, it's still going to be an enjoying show that I don't want to miss and I don't want to not talk about with you guys. So there is that. We will have news on Wednesday night next week.
There it is, man. There it is. So,
and
yes.
I just fucking know our luck. It's gonna be our fucking luck, bro. On Thursday night next week, some fucking crazy shit gonna drop. I'm gonna be on my way to the fucking vacation place, and I'm just gonna look at my phone and see fucking Kenny Omega released by AEW or some fucking bullshit.
With our luck, bro, with our luck, something like that would happen. But
I know it.
Yes, but we will be on here after AEW Dynamite. That will be March 1st, I believe. Wednesday, March 1st. Yes, Wednesday, March 1st. We will be on here 9 o'clock Central Time, or whatever time AEW ends for you, probably like 9:15ish, with the news. Not only the news, but we got the Revolution predictions as well, man. So yes, that is. So unfortunately, we won't be on here on the Friday, but also we will be on Sunday that week as well, obviously with the Revolution review. So yes.
Yeah.
So Wednesday is going to be for the news.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yes. So that is that. But otherwise, how the hell are you, man?
Yeah, bro, I'm good, man. I'm good. Besides excitement for Revolution being fucking kind of down. I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. But like the Rente's usually here to ask, man, how's life? How's family? Life good. Life's good. Life's good. What about you, Durante, man? What about Logan? What about Muhammad in the chat, man? Thanks to see you back, man. Thanks for coming back. And what about you, bro? How you doing?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Nothing too much. Nothing too much going on, bro. Nothing too much going on whatsoever, man. So yeah, nothing really at all, man. I can't complain. I'm finally got my new threads, as you can see, the legendary honorary Oos shirt. I finally got my new threads, so it's nice to finally be wearing it, man. But other than that, bro, nothing much at all. We got a loaded ass thing of news for you guys here today, man. But as Durante usually asks, I'm sure he'll pop in a little bit. As Durante always asks, bro, I'm good, family's good, and what about you, Durante? I love how that's a part of our intro now, but what about you, Durante? And I'm good, man. Muhammad, Logan, and Muhammad as well, like Sir K just said, bro, thank you for coming back, man. And yes, we actually are going to go over Kenny Omega first. And our boy, our brother in arms, the prodigal son, manager Logan is here. And yes, Logan was cooking up in the chat as well. If we look, man, if we were the you know what they say, bro. If there's smoke, there's fire, right? If we were the smoke, Logan was the fire in the chat, bro, or vice versa. Logan was cooking up with us on Monday, bro. Like I said, if you guys did miss that, man, that was a fantastic rant. That was an all-timer for the IWC. None of these motherfuckers with big audiences are willing to tell you the truth like we will, man. There's only a handful of people in the IWC that will genuinely give things to you straight, and we are one of them, obviously. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
We don't have the platform as some of these people, man. But that is why we are the IWC's best kept secret. Because this is where you come for the truth, bruh. So, yes, Logan, you were definitely cooking up in the chat. Logan, I gotta give props to Logan. Logan said something in the chat that reflected on the title. Logan talked about AEW overlooking stories for dream matches, or you said something along the lines, and that was the inspiration for the title. So shouts out to Logan on that one, bro. But man, I believe we are off.
Yeah, bro. Thank you.
Yes, yes, definitely, man. So, okay, Kenny Omega, bro. This news dropped literally as we were live last week. It dropped probably towards the end of the show, and then we kept getting news that night going into Saturday. So, with that,
Never fails.
it really never does, bro. With that, WWE believes they can sign Kenny Omega to a contract. Man. All right, man. All right. So, Sean Ross Sapp reported behind Fightful's paywall that there is a belief within WWE that they have the ability to snag Kenny Omega from AEW. There is a rivalry between the companies, but all those contract tampering accusations apparently includes Kenny Omega. Wow. That's funny.
Insane.
That's
That's fucking
funny.
insane.
I would have never guessed. Wow. Okay, so there is chatter emanating from WWE of late, with several in the company believing they have a chance to land Kenny Omega despite the AEW/WWE rivalry. We're told that Omega had a positive relationship with the WWE, and especially Triple H, when discussing the potential of heading to the company in late 2018. Ultimately, Kenny chose to go to WWE. What the fuck, man? Who writes these articles?
What? Fucking
Kenny
hell, man.
Kenny did not choose to go to WWE.
Oh, it's spiteful. Never
I
mind.
was just thinking that. I was like, damn. Okay.
Oh, man, that dude don't knock out so much. I fucking assumed it was him.
So,
Fucking-
though there have been heavy AEW acquisitions regarding contract tampering, WWE sources told Fightful they don't believe the case was with specifically Omega. It was also reported a source reiterated that Omega has it written in his AEW contract that he has the freedom to appear in New Japan as long as it does not conflict with AEW duties or an arrangement in made. We also reported that AEW could add substantial time to Kenny Omega's deal. Only time will tell if his efforts pay off to keep Kenny Omega for the long haul. But WWE seems to think snagging the cleaner is a big possibility, and it is also being reported by Dave Meltzer as of today. AEW did extend time on his deal, so he was out 9 months. So I mean, he was out 9 months. I believe that was the only time he took in AEW. He was out 9 months, bro. So, I mean, if his deal was up at the end of January, we're at least looking at seeing him in AEW until August or September-ish.
Mm-hmm. That's insane, bro. They really put that in. I didn't think they would, man.
I didn't think they would either, but apparently, I don't know if Tony Khan's kind of shaking in his boots or what's happening, dude, but, I mean...
They might be.
You know, I'm not saying, and you know, I said this on Monday, but you know, the point of us having an AEW rant is not because it's not because WWE has one of the hottest storylines ever going. It's not because of that. Well, maybe that has a little bit to do with it, because it does put things into perspective. Because, I mean, in 100% honesty, you watch something like Sami Zayn and the Bloodline storyline, and then you look over on AEW television, and there's nothing you can sink your teeth into like that. As to where before, with all the Hangman and the Young Bucks stuff during the pandemic era, and them kicking him out of the Elite, that was something that, like, I felt I could sink my teeth into, and I really fucking enjoyed it. You don't get that anymore on AEW. It's kind of just, it's kind of just, it does. Yeah, man. Oh my God. They were using his ass like a little stooge, bruh. Man. So.
High 5 minutes.
Oh, bro. Oh, golly. They were using his ass, bruh. So, yeah, man. I mean, I'd be lying to say it doesn't have anything to do with it, because for me, it does put things into perspective. But the real reason that we ranted about AEW is because we love AEW, and we want to see the company succeed, and we want to see we want to see an alternative promotion, and we want to see it's better for everybody. It really is. It's better for everybody. It's a little bit of different things on both sides. I feel like AEW has more of like a real aspect to their storytelling, as to where WWE has a very real aspect, but it's also shot like a fucking movie. So it's hard to describe. I guess really it's just a difference of production, but it's a drastic difference between the two companies, and both are great, but AEW has not capitalized on their storytelling at all. So my point in case, does something like this play a role in Kenny Omega possibly wanting to leave when his deal is up, man? I mean, he could stay, you know what I mean? And at this point, I don't even know what I feel, because I felt that Cody Rhodes was never going to leave AEW, and look at where we are now. So
Exactly.
I don't know,
Although
man. Mm-hmm.
that shift from Monday that Kenny said on our podcast could be very telling about his style of where he would like to stay. But I don't know if he was just saying that stuff about story because he's not interested in what AEW is doing overall at the moment. So you don't know with Kenny Omega right now, man. But it's a mystery, man. It's a mystery that we won't know until near the end of the year now.
Yeah,
And we
and
don't know how AEW will evolve in that time.
absolutely. And I mean, if we're looking at August or September, you're looking around All Out time. So is All Out going to be the last time we possibly see Kenny Omega in the company? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, it all now, what's good about Kenny Omega getting this time extended is, if he were to get his time extended, or if he weren't to get his time extended, he would have to make a decision now. WWE is not sold yet. If I'm going to WWE,
Exactly.
I need to see who the fuck WWE is sold to right now, because what if I choose WWE and Saudi Arabia is, and a story came out just today or yesterday that Saudi Arabia is still in high contention to buy the company, like we constantly fucking tell people. And I know, seriously, bro. So there's that, and there's I mean, there's a lot to think about in going with WWE, and I feel the decision would be easier if you wait till after they're sold. Because if they sell to somebody reasonable, and if they sell to somebody where Vince McMahon is going to step away, and if they're going to sell to somebody that's actually going to force him out the door and keep Triple H, okay, maybe I might give it a second thought. But if they're going to sell to Saudi Arabia, I'm not even thinking twice. I'm signing back with AEW. That's just how it is.
Exactly, bro. So you just gotta look at the landscape of how both companies are gonna be around that time. So, overall, it's kind of a benefit to Kenny Omega because one thing about the FTR situation, it's a hard choice on both ends for them. Because I think more of backstage wise, it could be a big negative of them going back to WWE, but on TV wise, it could be a big negative for them staying in AEW. So for them, they taking a risk no matter where they go or stay. So right now, for your contract to be up, man, this is a risky time to choose a location, man. It really is.
That's the thing too, is, and going back to FTR, it really is risky on both sides, because on one hand, you got to deal with a place where, the boys like you, and of course the boys are going to love to have you back. Obviously, you're fucking Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, that's incredible. You know what I mean? That's an incredible pickup for your roster. But on the other hand, what is, are these DX boys jealous because still to this day, because you guys are a better tag team than them? So, is it not going to be good backstage politic wise? And then in AEW, you risk what's going to happen necessarily. Are you going to get a run? Are you going to get a tag team run? Probably just have a handful of fucking matches with Top Flight and fucking Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. the best friends, and then and tell absolutely no stories whatsoever. Yeah, tell absolutely no stories whatsoever, drop the titles, and then you guys are off doing what? Yo, what up, Durante? So
What's up, Durante,
man, he's here. So yeah, I mean it's really risky, but for Kenny Omega, I mean, you also have to take into play what we're going to go over next, and it's the CM Punk card. What is going to happen with CM Punk?
Mm-hmm.
How is Kenny Omega going to take that? Is CM Punk going to leave the company? But maybe Kenny's over what had happened with the All Out media scrum. Maybe he's over it and he wants CM Punk back, but Punk doesn't want to come back. Is that going to ruffle his feathers, or is Punk going to come back and Kenny Omega is not going to like it, and he's going to say, well, here we go, this place is probably just going to turn into all Punk wrestling again. So that's, you know, I mean, it's a tricky situation, but I think by August he will have a better I think by August, hopefully we will be looking at this scenario in somewhat of 2020 vision, instead of kind of in an area where we don't really know. You know, we're kind of looking at this shit with our glasses off here. You know, nobody knows really what's going to happen. Is AEW going to pick up throughout the summer? Are they going to fucking... Are they not going to tell any stories still? Is WWE going to get sold to the Saudi? I mean, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen this summer. So I think by the time the summer is over, he'll have a better outlook and be able to make a better decision.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I think it's going to be good in the end that they put that time in and he can decide later this year.
Definitely, because if I'm Kenny Omega, bro, and AEW continues to do a bunch of nothingness over the next summer, I'm thinking about it, bro. I'm thinking about leaving if I'm him. Because if there was no Sami Zayn, look at what it'd have done for Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? I mean, Cody is still massively over, don't get me wrong. But can you imagine how much more over he would be and how much more people would be behind him if it wasn't for Sami Zayn? A lot.
Exactly.
Lot.
A lot of people.
But, you know, if you're Kenny Omega, you know, odds are you're going to be putting a good story. Yeah. Yeah, odds are, well, yeah, if he gets over that, if he gets over his non-storytelling funk, Triple H most likely is going to put him in some kind of story that people care about. But man, can't say it will get to Sami Zayn levels of overness, but you know, it's interesting nonetheless, bro. But I think he'll... If I'm him, I'm definitely thinking about leaving. But I mean, if he's fine, you know, if he doesn't care about storytelling and he doesn't want to be in any story narratives or whatever he's got to say, then AEW might be the place for him.
It might be at this point, man. I don't fucking know.
So with that, the reason we mention CM Punk is because he's back. He's back in the news, and it's not because he showed up anywhere. Well, it's not because he showed up on television anywhere. It's not because he's been taken off the ice or put back on the ice by Tony Khan or whatever they want to tell you. It is of this picture I'm about to flash on your screen. There is CM Punk sitting in the stands of a wrestling show. What wrestling show is this, you may ask? Well, this is, as you can see by the photo to your right, this is New Japan. More so, this is New Japan Strong. This was at Battle in the Valley. You see CM Punk sitting there in his chair next to Mr. Lars Frederiksen, watching Mercedes Moné win win the IWGP Women's Championship, and watching his boy, his pal Eddie Kingston tear the house down with Jay White, man. So CM Punk is back out on the town, I guess, going to New Japan shows, and oh my God. Yikes. He knew exactly what he was doing.
That's intriguing, man.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, bro, this dude knew exactly what he was doing. He's putting his face back out there, man. I highly doubt this was just to go watch a couple of friends wrestle, because he had the chance to go out there and wrestle, be in the crowd, be in a skybox at All In, and he didn't, because he didn't want it to draw too much attention. A couple of his buddies wanted to go to All In. Punk said no. I don't know if you guys ever heard that story. He said no because he didn't want attention. You know, he felt it would draw way too much unnecessary attention. But now you're okay with doing it? It's a little fishy, and we've been saying it for a while, but I think he's coming back to AEW.
I think he is, man. I think he is. I think this was the first hint at it, man. First hint, and I can't fucking wait, man. I can't wait for that man to be back.
Almost a social experiment, perhaps.
Seeing how people are reacting. Yep. People react pretty positive to that, so I think it went well.
I heard these fucking fat marks were lining up in the stands getting fucking pictures with him. Yeah. The poor guy's just trying to fucking sit there.
I saw one picture and it's just a fucking line of fucking fat asses up the fucking arena. They're fucking 3XLs, or 5XLs, those wrestling fans. But
yes, if you guys didn't see the other picture, this is the real one that the IWC is gonna hide from you. There was another picture, a CM Punk, and he was sitting there watching our Elimination Chamber 2023 predictions, man. So he was watching the news from the night before. You know where that man's favorite podcast, man. So, you know, the picture you guys didn't see was unfortunately the most important one, man. There was a picture of him, and he was he was watching New Japan, he was at New Japan. He was at Battle in the Valley, but he was he was watching us on the phone, bro. So good old Philly Phil. You never know what's up with him nowadays, man. Yeah, man, just thought I broke that Notorious Heels podcast exclusive here for you guys, man. So you guys can run and tweet at Sap so he can, put it behind his paywall. It's it's all good. You guys got my blessing, bro. You guys got my blessing. But regardless, CM Punk was at Battle in the Valley watching the news. Like I said, man, he was watching our news from the night before, but he was at Battle in the Valley, and this is interesting, bro. This is very interesting. Although I would like to know if him and the Elite are cool, I also don't want to know, because it's going to offer a really cool sense of realism to this feud. And CMFTR versus the Elite, I hope they know what kind of gold that they have on their hands, bro.
Exactly, man. I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see that first face-to-face. They might just start fighting again.
So, yeah, man. Yes, I mean, I really hope they know what they have on their hands. I know Dax Harwood does. He was the one who fucking said the idea live on his pod. I believe he said it on the first episode of his podcast. He talked about how them and the Elite can do something really special. But he's correct. And he's correct, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting, bro. It's interesting. And like I said, I feel like this was some sort of social experiment, if you will, just to kind of see how people react to seeing him in public. But honestly, at this point, man, we've been saying it for a while, but I honestly just kind of feel like everybody's over it. Everybody just kind of wants to move past it.
Yeah.
And I feel like they know that, there comes a time where you kind of just need to be an adult and kind of just, bury the hatchet. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. So with that, man, we have, I guess, keeping up with the AEW news. AEW, man. Oh, wow. Matt Jackson's new bio, or the Young Bucks' new bio, is we'll have a match that the live crowd enjoys. Bunch of people watching from home will love it too, and go to bed. Some will not, and publicly say
Publicity.
world. No, publicly.
Yeah. Okay.
Publicly say the world is ending. The end. Damn. Oh, these, man. Gotta love the Young Bucks, man.
God damn.
They were watching the rant too, I guess, man. Unbelievable.
I guess they were, man. I mean, if you guys told some stories, we literally everyone would still be as caring as they were last year about the company, man. It's just how it is.
Yes, definitely. Okay, man. Speaking of AEW, oh Lord, is this one thing I had a problem with on Wednesday? AEW, during AEW Dynamite at 8:40, decide. Now, I don't know what time zone you guys are on, but for us, that's 20 minutes before the show ends. AEW Dynamite present their huge important announcement, or however they worded it. Their important announcement, their huge announcement. Bro. Dude. The announcement. Bro. This is what Adam Cole had to say. Man, it was announced during Wednesday's edition of AEW Dynamite, a new reality TV show titled AEW All Access will premiere in March, following episodes of AEW Dynamite. The show will feature Tony Khan, Adam Cole, Britt Baker, Wardlow, Sammy Guevara, Ty Conti, Eddie Kingston, Saraya, the Young Bucks, additionally Adam Cole. I fucking misinterpreted that. Additionally, Adam Cole will make his in-ring debut the same night the reality TV show debuts. Bro. So, okay. So first things first, bro. It's not entirely bad. The good thing about this is one of my favorite shows from the WWE network was Breaking Ground. It was a reality TV series about NXT and kind of their struggles and their uphill battle through the Performance Center. And it wasn't necessarily reality TV where they're acting out, fake scenes where people are, fighting or whatever, It was nothing overly dramatic. It was kind of just a long docu-series on people that were in NXT in like 2015. It was fucking amazing. It was amazing. If it's anything like that, I would I would like it. But the thing is here,
definitely.
you're building up a huge announcement. You're bringing Tony Khan on television, who never comes on television unless it's something huge, like CM Punk and the Elite vacating the Trios championships. You have, Tony Khan coming on there to announce that he bought Ring of Honor or Bid Indoor. You bring him on here for shit like that. So when I seen Tony Khan, I was like, oh, okay, this might be pretty big. Then Adam Cole starts talking about a series. Then I think he's going to transition into saying that there's going to be a streaming service you can watch this series on. Bro, you're announcing another hour of television that is not wrestling. Sure, it's going to get people over, but is it going to... It's not going to get everybody over. This is going to be something for your main stars. You're not going to fucking put just anybody on here. So, my thing is...
No, exactly.
You're adding another hour of television that's not wrestling when you already have 1 hour of television, and I seen some people saying this in the IWC, and in a sense, I fucking agree with it, because Rampage is damn near useless at this point. I would rather a third hour of fucking Dynamite than fucking Rampage. Rampage is that useless, bro. It is... What were you saying?
At this fucking point, man.
Dude.
No, I just said what I said.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. My bad. It looked like you wanted to say something. But, dude. Genuinely, bro, at this point, I would rather a third hour of fucking Dynamite than any more of these useless shows, in my opinion. I think this is going to be something that may be cool in the beginning, you know what I mean? And it's probably going to be a cool show, but people are eventually going to not really watch it, and it's just kind of going to be another thing, and then it's going to be more TV time that's just there. Like, why don't you air it, like, I don't know, like, the day after Dynamite or something? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's... I don't know. At this point, bro, I would genuinely rather a fucking third hour of Dynamite than another useless television show, in my honest opinion. I mean, it's gonna be a show where you're documenting wrestlers. Meanwhile, you have all these wrestlers that can barely get a slot on television. And now we're introducing a reality show when I feel either you need to move Rampage to a different time slot. You can even have it combat SmackDown. I don't know what you need to fucking do. You need to make it 2 hours and have it be live. Or I don't know, change the time slot, make it 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know at this point. But the show isn't entirely bad. But what? This is your big announcement?
That's their fucking big announcement, man. Some random reality TV show, man. Where it doesn't sound bad, like you said, but it's not needed at all. What you need to do is you take Rampage, you add another hour to it, and I would probably move it a separate night, man. Maybe, if eventually WWE does get sold to like a shitty place like Saudi, you could put it on the same time as SmackDown to, compete it. But as of right now, SmackDown's actually not been, the old SmackDown, which is really good. So I would probably put it on like Thursdays or something, maybe like a Tuesday. You're gonna beat either Impact or NXT, whichever one you're fucking going against on either of those 2 nights, and make it live. 2 hours live on some time that isn't 9 o'clock at night, and that's all the TV time you'll need. You got 4 hours in total every week. You don't even have to split the brands. You don't have to do no brand split, nothing. Just you could just have time to do shit, to actually get shit done and make a second show that is worth TV time. Because, like you said, I don't even count Rampage as TV time. It's basically honorary dark.
Yeah.
Like,
it is.
It's televised fucking dark. You could just rush through random matches that nobody cares about, make it actual TV. I wouldn't have been mad that Keith Lee fucking returned on Rampage if it was a 2 hour live show that they put some fucking care into.
Did
I
you
wouldn't
see?
have bat an eye.
Did you see the viewership on the episode where Keith Lee returned?
Bro.
287,000 people. Oh, fuck, man.
And it puts it such into perspective because this Dynamite that just happened got over 1 million viewers. So on one show, they're getting 1 million plus on a usual basis. On the other show, a quarter of that. Like, that's not a fan base thing. That is a television quality thing. Make Rampage good, bruh. That's all they gotta fucking do. This show isn't needed. This show would actually be nice if you had a streaming service. This show, whatever, could go live on any day of the week you want, hell, even after Dynamite, if you really want. And the next day, you put that episode as a rewatch on your streaming service. Perfect mix of the two. TNT or slash TBS get their TV, revenue from you, and you could get some stuff from your streaming service, man. But no, just a random TV show, just plain. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Seriously, bro. I don't know. I don't know. This threw everything into a blaze for me. To the point where I genuinely feel like I still can't even muster up words or at least a good conclusion for how I would do things, because it just throws an unnecessary thing into the mix. When it throws an unnecessary thing into the mix when this is something that is literally so perfect for a streaming service. Like, you can have this every week on Dynamite, after Dynamite on your streaming service, and it's fucking perfect. Now you're adding another hour of TV time, which, if they were given another hour of TV time, I genuinely mean this, and I think with AEW, it could be okay, and I could eat my words on this, but I mean, this isn't happening anyway. Having a third hour of Dynamite is going to be more beneficial than having AEW All Access, because with AEW, the thing is, they have 3 hours, but they have so much talent that they do not use. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Not saying
like 4 hours. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, not saying that I'm, advocating for the 3 hours, because like I said, people are going to leave the company. And then what happens when your roster gets thin and you have a 3 hour Dynamite? I'm just saying, if I were to choose between All Access and a third hour of Dynamite, right now, I'm going with the third hour of Dynamite.
Oh, literally, man, literally. And that's why 4 hours in total between, 2 hours between two shows would be perfect for them. Because even when people eventually do, leave and the roster gets smaller, you can just spend that other 2 hours just focusing on just general aspects. Do more stuff with the women, do more stuff with the tag team, do trio stuff. You have so many divisions in itself that even with a diminished roster, 4 hours in total every week is perfect. Perfect for AEW.
Absolutely. And I don't know, man. I don't know. So, and the time slot as well. I mean, at this point, bro, I genuinely don't know where. I don't know where you put Rampage. I don't know where you put Rampage, dude. I don't know if you put Rampage. I don't know if you put it on a Thursday, because then they're gonna be having their ROH television on Thursday. If you put it on a Friday, you do risk less viewers. You know what I mean? Because either you're in a late ass time slot or you're combating SmackDown. So, I don't even know about that, man, but I don't know.
Combating SmackDown might be their best route, man, because even if you put it on a Monday or Tuesday, right, 2 days straight of, AEW television, I don't think that would work. They kind of at least have to
Yeah.
be a day in between them with nothing. I think Friday competing with SmackDown would have to be the move, because if it's actually 2 hours and you actually put stories and some care onto the fucking show, I will watch it no problem over SmackDown.
Yeah, a lot of the
Unless
time,
it's
yeah.
something crazy Sami Zayn shit that I would want to see, which at this point it's slowly down.
Yeah.
So I'll be fucking watching Rampage most of the time anyway. Just do that.
Yep.
Most of your fan base will. Come on, bruh. Come on.
You can yeah, I mean, or at least in, you know, if you're going to do the 2 hour, if you're going to do the 2 hour Rampage, which I would like to see, I would like to see it just combat the whole entirety of SmackDown. I mean, it gives SmackDown a reason. It gives
Yeah,
them a swift
do it.
kick in their ass to do something. Or you could do 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or you could do 7 to 9, and it is what it
Hate
is.
that.
Or I would say Monday night. I would say you could combat Monday, because a lot of people around that third hour check out. So what you could do is you could do 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
8 to 10.
Because a lot of people check out over that third hour.
True.
So
That
I
could
mean,
work. The
yeah,
thing is, I don't know if a lot of people do. Especially if the company eventually does go downhill, it's Vince taking back over and shit, that shit'll drop. So either of those two shows are, to be honest, will be free game if that happens to compete with. So I would probably choose Friday, just because I feel like, I don't know if this sounds logical or not, I feel like Dynamite should go first in the week over Rampage. I don't know if that sounds dumb or if that's stupid, but
no,
it's
I
just
agree.
how I
That's their
feel.
flagship. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their main show, so if you can put it first, but I would totally be fine with 8 to 10. Even though that's kind of late, I think it might be perfect to compete with Raw, because that second hour Raw, even nowadays, can sometimes get a little. Nowadays, to be honest, for Raw, it's the middle hour for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's really been like the lamest.
Yeah, for me, it's like end of the middle, top, or end of the second, top of the third,
Yeah,
kind
it's
of.
that transition from the middle of the show to the end of it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's where they just put like the Miz and people like that.
Yeah. No, but I totally get where you're coming from. I mean, if you put it in WWE perspective, imagine how fucking weird it would be if SmackDown started the week over Monday Night Raw. So I totally get why you would want
Yeah, that would.
Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite's the flagship show. Like Raw is the flagship show. Even though SmackDown has been better at
Yeah,
points, Monday Night Raw just starts the week. That's how it is. And like
it's
Dynamite for AEW, in terms of their big television, of course, excluding Dark and Dark Elevation, Dynamite,
oh,
Dynamite starts the week for AEW for sure. So I don't know what you have to do, bro, but honestly, bro, the AEW All Access, for me at least, just threw it all into a fucking frenzy. It really did.
it really, that does not sound good. Well, the show itself sounds fun. I'll
Yeah,
probably watch a couple episodes, man.
same.
But what it is is like they off TNT TBS offered you another hour of TV time, and this is how you use it. Come on, bruh. Come on.
I
That's
will
how you
say,
buy that TV.
this though. Do you know how much it irks my soul when I'm watching AEW Dynamite and afterwards fucking Power Slap comes on? Do you know how much
What?
that irks my fucking soul?
Well, apparently the Warner Brothers exempts feel the same way because they cut that show. Why do you think this show's happening? That
Oh,
Power Slap show got so bad views.
bro. There'll be a couple times I'll fucking
That's
fall
one.
asleep watching AEW Dynamite. I wake up, my fucking remote control is stuck in my recliner, or it's tangled in my blanket, or I threw it on the couch somewhere and I can't find the remote and I'm stuck watching fucking Power Slap. Do you know how much that happens to me? Oh my God. Oh, good, dude.
And I don't know if it's just, but that show is like 2% or like 5% louder for some reason than what Dynamite always is. And I'm just hearing just loud noises of just Power Slap, dude. I hate that fucking show. I'm glad they fucking canceled that shit.
Oh my. And then you got fucking Dana White there trying to act like this is some fucking legit ass sport. Like, dude.
Yeah. Bro, talking about it like it's UFC. Like,
I
bro, they
swear to
just
God.
slapping each other. Who the fuck cares?
Dude.
Who the fuck cares about this? Dude, I'm so glad that show fucking failed. I hated that shit.
The fact that some people legitimately consider that a sport,
Watch it.
let
It's
alone
insane.
watch it. Oh my Lord. God bless. Dude, I cannot tell you how many times I'm stuck watching Power Slap because I can't find my fucking remote. Oh my God. It irks my fucking soul, dude. It irks the shit out of me. However, thank God that is getting canceled because, dude, oh man, that is one of my biggest pet peeves about Wednesday is that I know if I fall asleep around that main event, just because I got a blanket on me and I'm just comfortable, man. If I fucking doze off, I'm going to wake up to Dana White trying to sell this shit like it's fucking Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez or something, bro.
I swear to God, bro, sounding like it's fucking like it's a Mike Tyson in his fucking prime. Dude takes that shit so fucking serious. And I'm just laying on my bed, just looking up like, bro, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh my
And now I'm
God.
trying to take a nap. I hate that fucking show. It will be nice for when AEW ends on Wednesdays. I see more of the same people I just watched overall, so that'll still be nice. And again, the show itself doesn't sound bad.
Mm-mm.
It's the fact that they're doing it now when they should be spending that TV time on television.
Yes, but that is
Ugh.
that, man. And man, not to mention, dude, 20 minutes before the show ends. We'll talk about all that. We'll talk about the Adam Cole part and all that kind of stuff on we'll talk about all the specifics of the segment itself that I really did not like on Wednesday or on Monday. But man, God bless you, Logan, cuz bro,
Good for you, man.
I literally got in a groove where I told myself, dude, like, you absolutely cannot watch, or you cannot try your very hardest to not doze off at the end of Dynamite, because I knew I would lose that fucking remote and I would wake up to Power Slap and it would irk my soul.
Dude, the second Dynamite fades away, I fucking grab that fucking remote
Same.
so I don't have to hear a second of that fucking show. You know how
Same.
many times I woke up in a daze to that fucking garbage? Oh man, Logan, I
Hate
wish I
it.
could be you, man.
Hate it. Absolutely hate
It's
it.
so bad.
So, man, okay. So, we just mentioned, like 20 minutes ago at this point, we mentioned how Tony Khan only comes on AEW Dynamite for very special occasions. One being Ring of Honor. One being apparently AEW All Access. The other one I mentioned was him announcing Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door, obviously the AEW and New Japan crossover show. If you thought Forbidden Door last year was good, if you're looking at Forbidden Door this year, holy shit. You're looking at Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay #2. You are looking at Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter. Holy shit.
Bruh, the Gun Club.
What the
versus.
fuck? All right. Yeah, bro. Oh, God.
Oh, hell no, bro.
You're looking
But
at uh hey, who's to say
trios.
we don't get CM Punk versus Hiroshi Tanahashi?
I
Man.
think at that now they could do something they couldn't do last year, something they can do this year is trios versus trios titles. Could we see House of Black versus whoever their trios current holders may be? That's interesting, man. I like the sound of that.
New Japan has trios titles?
I think they do. I think maybe I know at one point they did. They had to have. Because I remember, I think I saw that on the Young Bucks. Let me see. They had to have before.
I know they were 6-man tags with the Hung Bucks, but I believe that was Ring of Honor. I believe.
Oh, trios championship. Do they got one? 6-man tag, never open weight. 6-man tag team championship. So wait. Oh yeah, it's the never open weight. It's called the 6-man tag championship, I guess. But it's their trios titles.
Okay.
It's never open weight. I don't know why it's called 6-man tag team championship and not trios, but there you go. They do have one. It was established in 2015.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, Logan, bro. Please don't remind me of that. Well, at least Chrisley knows best. I could fucking laugh at because the acting was so fucking fake. Oh my god. Oh, bro.
And their fucking hick accents are kind of funny.
Bro, it was hilarious, bro.
The fuck? Oh, the current champions of those titles. That's actually pretty interesting. It's Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, and some other dude I don't know called Ren. No. I ain't even pronouncing that last name. His name's Ren. I never fucking heard of him.
Suzuki-gun.
Suzuki-gun. So that'd actually be a pretty cool matchup.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. So, Forbidden Door, man, if you thought Forbidden Door 1 was good, we'll probably end up getting what we should have gotten last year, Bryan versus Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah. Oh, man. Like I said, Ospreay versus Omega, probably like Okada versus...
Look at Okada face.
Shit.
Damn.
Mox
could be good.
or Hangman.
That could be really good.
Was there anybody that was around when Adam Cole got the concussion? Could be Adam Cole, but no, because Adam Cole's a babyface now.
Oh yeah, he is. No, Okada just turned heel. Remember?
Did he?
Yeah, I think after that that I don't know if that was a shoot fight or whatever the fuck that was, man. But I think he's heel. He's in Noah now, and he's heel in Noah now.
Sweet, dude. There's a lot
so
you could do.
Interesting, man.
You could do Hangman. You could do Adam Cole. You could do John Moxley.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys you could do, man. There's a decent amount of people you could do. However, regardless, enough fantasy booking for now. AEW and New Japan held their first ever interpromotional show called Forbidden Door in June of 2022. Now it looks like we could be getting a Forbidden Door 2 in a few months. The word making the rounds this past weekend is that New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle in the Valley in San Jose, California, was that a second Forbidden Door pay-per-view with AEW was 100% set to go on later this year. Although details as to where and when are unknown, Spectrum Cable's pay-per-view listings for special events over the next few months, with Saturday, June 24th listed as AEW's Forbidden Door.
Let's fucking go.
Do
I
you
like the sound of that.
do you think it will be in the United Center again?
I think it very well could be, especially if around that time Punk's coming back. That's the perfect market for, Punk coming back, and then that's one of their biggest just simple money draw pay-per-views already. So I definitely could see it, but they could do it over in Japan this time for the second time. I could also see that. I could also see their other big places. Probably not Vegas because they would have just done Vegas with Double or Nothing. Obviously, I can maybe see New York, but if I'm a betting man, I'm either saying it's in Chicago or in Japan.
I would
What about you?
like I I would like so I was trying to think of cool historic venues that this place could take place if you wanted to do it in America. Obviously,
Hmm.
you have the United Center. Um
Obviously.
on the other end of that, you have another very famous arena in New York City. You have Madison Square Garden. Very, very, that I would like that a
Well,
lot. I would like that a
I think
lot, a
Triple
lot.
H let that happen. Remember the last time they tried to go there? Triple H shut that shit down. And if
That's
he's still in control of that other fucking WWE, he ain't letting that shit happen.
was it AEW that
Well,
tried
it
to go
was
there?
ROH. It was the ROH and New Japan show,
They got
but
it.
they did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I remember Triple H tried to stop it.
Yes,
He did his best to try
they
to stop it.
yeah, Vince tried to stop it. Vince tried to stop it, but Vince wasn't going to Vince wasn't doing TV in the Garden anymore because it cost too much. He was going to Barclays Center. So it pissed them off. And they were like, okay, well, then we're gonna do another promotion in the Garden. So and I mean they go to the Garden sometimes, but their main New York hub is Barclays Center. So if
Oh,
if they wanted it, I mean they've dealt with New Japan before, so I feel like they could get it. I feel like they could
I
get it.
think that would be awesome. Not only would that be just awesome in itself, and I think that's like the perfect arena in New York. If I was MSG, bro, I would drop WWE because the way they treat that fucking arena, they treat that arena like shit.
They do.
They are fucking assholes to those people.
Yep.
I would drop them so fucking
I
fast, and
would.
you know how mad that'll make Triple H, bro. That'll be the perfect stir in that pot. He's gonna be he's gonna be contract tampering like a motherfucker
Bro's
after
gonna be
that.
standing outside the fucking arena waiting for Kenny Omega to come out. Kenny,
We're gonna be
according
on himself.
Kenny Omega, Triple H will be standing out there. Kenny Omega, according to SAP, we have a huge interest in signing you.
Man, get the fuck out.
Oh, man, what are you doing
We're
here?
gonna be out there trying to talk to Okada and shit. We're
The
gonna have a
thing,
Japanese fucking translator.
the thing about MSG, which I love, I remember it was either 2008 or 2009. I wish they would bring this back. Remember when they had that little tunnel entrance in MSG, bro?
Oh, that would be
Fucking
so sick.
love that little tiny entranceway. Oh, bro, I love that. I love that stage.
You put the Forbidden Door like fucking Doctor Strange teleporter ring around that shit, and you put like Japan in the background of that. That shit'll be so fucking heat.
Yes, bro. Yes, it would be incredible, man. It would be incredible. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's interesting, bro. It's interesting. But I don't know, man. I feel like if they really wanted it and tried to get it, I feel like they could do it. I would like to see them do it over in Japan as well. The only thing is,
Oh,
Tony Khan is a man of tradition, but I don't know if this like he always does Chicago for All Out. You know, he always does. Vegas for Double or Nothing. So Who I would like to see him not do 2 Chicago traditions. I mean, technically it would be 3 because he has Thanksgiving Eve. But I would like to see him explore other options because, to be honest, like for people like us, like it was really once in a lifetime. We get to see Will Ospreay perform live. We get to see Hiroshi Tanahashi. I want some other people to get that love too. Los Angeles, why don't you do it in the Forum? What about the Forum?
That'd be perfect, man. Like, and to be honest, even with the mainstays that he keeps, I wish he eventually breaks that, man. You know how much
Me
I
too.
want to go to a Double or
Double or
Nothing,
nothing. Yes. Yes,
because
bro.
all out. It's the Chicago show, man. But in terms of like pay-per-view themes, Double or Nothing's my favorite. I want a Double or Nothing I was there shirt, and I don't want to have to fucking buy it off their off Pro Wrestling Tees, even though I wasn't even fucking there.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
I hope he breaks that eventually, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, definitely. I would like to see him do that. I mean, for All Out, I get it. You did All In, but
Mm-hmm.
at least don't do the Sears Center. At least take it to
No,
the UC, bro. At least.
etc. At least, bro, you could sell that shit out. Even with your current fucking state of TV, you could still sell that shit out. So fucking just go there. I don't know why that's not their standard, bro.
Yes. It should either, if you either do the United Center or, if you want something with a little bit of a smaller budget, the what's the oh God, how am I forgetting the name? The place we went to for Dynamite. What is the name of the fucking arena? Oh my
Let's
God.
start with W.
The
Isn't that one?
Wintrust. The Wintrust arena,
Yep.
or center, or whatever it's called. The if you want something with a little bit of a smaller budget, then you go to Wintrust because it's super nice in there. It's great. It's a nice open, although the acoustics suck.
It does.
Oh, bro, I don't know if we were just up high or that the acoustics just suck. It could be that we were up high because we were in an open atmosphere, but it was nice, bro. It was nice.
So you could fucking see everything just from the fucking merch stand. That place was nice. I liked it.
Me too. And then you go into fucking Sears Center, and it's just a fucking dump.
It's, it's such a fucking dump, man. Like, listen, I love the ride to the Sears Center.
Oh,
That shit's
beautiful.
amazing. That long ass hour long ride, you're driving through butt fuck nowhere. It's beautiful. It's
It is.
amazing. But the arena itself, God,
Oh, that arena is
like,
dog shit, bro.
I swear to God, if you fucking remove all the interior stuff from the Sears Center and Home Depot, my job, you couldn't tell those fucking places apart.
You couldn't, bro.
Same fucking floors, same walls. Dude,
Dirty ass, fucking dark, fucking gray ass floors. The fuck, man?
oh, man.
It's a
What's the name
fuck.
of that place? I always forget the new
The
name
Now
of it.
Arena.
And now arena, yeah, that place. Like, I love the drive, man, but dude, that fucking arena itself blows.
You might as well call it the fucking Then Arena. That motherfucker needs a updating, bro. That shit does not represent the now. I mean, oh my God. The only way you could fucking pay for parking is with cash. Like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Money laundering shit is that, bro?
Oh, Jesus.
That place is foul, man.
Dude, it is a fucking shithole, man. As to the United Center, the UC is the UC, bro. You could sell, well, and I hope this puts things into perspective for AEW as well. So, they're in a huge market, bro. They're at Chase Center, beautiful new arena. It's where the Warriors play. They still have 2,000 seats yet to sell.
That sucks.
As to
But
where
AEW in 2022, 2021 would have sold that shit out
they did.
instantly.
All the Revolutions have been a sellout. Every single one of them have been a sellout. And this year, they have 2,000 seats left.
That ain't a fucking sign, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Do what
man.
you did, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. So that was that. That was that. But yeah, man, Forbidden Door 2 looks like it's going to be in June, at the end of June again, like I was last year on June 24th, bro, and it's going to be a pretty interesting card. Obviously, we will be missing people like Jay White, but we should be getting some good shit nonetheless.
Definitely, man. It's looking pretty good, to be honest.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. Jeff Hardy. I believe this is our last bit of AEW news. Jeff Hardy, man. Jeff Hardy. Let me read these comments real quick.
Let's do it, Jeff.
Dude, Logan, bro. Arlington Heights, dude, when they build that fucking stadium. Now, I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be in like 2028 or 2026. Bro, he says, I think the first show, the first stadium show that happens in AEW is whenever the Bears build the new stadium in a good couple of years for All Out. Bro, if you have, if you have the stock, if you have the stock in your company to the point where you genuinely think you could sell that motherfucker out 80,000 deep, I would go for it. I would go for it. You could even do Soldier Field. You could do Soldier Field for All Out. Speaking of All Out, you don't even have to go to the UC. You could go to Soldier Field because you got to remember, we're in September here. All Out's always nice weather. We always go to All Out wearing shorts and a T-shirt. You know what I mean? It's nice weather. You have Soldier Field. You have two very popular baseball stadiums. You have Comiskey and you have Wrigley. So you have that. I mean, bro, I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous at this point. But there's also the United Center, man. I don't know what's going on. But I would absolutely love that. I would absolutely love that. The only.
Oh damn. This shit ain't gonna be completed for a minute.
Oh wow, that's horrible. Yes, I listened to a little bit of FTR with Dax last night. But that was it. I actually don't listen to After the Bell. I actually forgot that was a thing. Durante, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell these fucking people, man. Dude. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I would not wait 10 years to do their first stadium show. I think that would be an awesome stadium show. But I think what you could do first, you could either do Soldier Field or you could do the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium. Obviously that's connected to Daly's place, so that's AEW's home. So, you could do that. You could do one of the two. One of the two would be great. But Jeff Hardy.
A show in Jaguar Stadium would be so awesome if they had like a street fight match and during the street fight they went into Daly's place. That would get such a huge pop.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, man. Definitely. So, Jeff Hardy has concluded his court case. This is great news for Jeff, man. I heard Matt saying that Jeff is in the best place he's ever seen him in his entire life. So I'm happy for Jeff, and I'm glad he made it there, man. So yes, Career Mode with Jeff Hardy is going to be a movie, man. It's going to be a movie. All right, man. So Jeff Hardy's DUI case is now officially closed. Jeff was arrested at 9:54 a.m. on June 13th for 3 charges: violating restrictions placed on a driver's license, driving while license is suspended, canceled, or revoked, and DUI, alcohol and drugs, third offense within 10 years.
Fucking Jeff, man. Dude, different breed. How are you hammered at 9? Where were you going? That's what, dude. That's what I want to know so bad. Is where the fuck was he trying to go?
Oh
Oh
god.
man, that's amazing. Well, it's not amazing, but
Oh god. I feel bad for laughing, but I can't help it. It's just
so
Jeff.
fun. Fucked up, man, but it's hilarious.
Okay, man. Um According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it was noted that court records show that the case is now closed after Hardy submitted a written plea of nolo contendere to all charges. Nolo contendere translates from Latin, I do not wish to contend, and is a plea of no contest, without entering a guilty plea or admitting one's guilt. His license was also suspended for 10 years.
Damn.
Hardy's
That's
license will be suspended for the next decade, and he will get 38 days credit for the time served in county jail as a part of his sentence. The report also revealed the full sentence via Volusia County records. You can check on his full penalties below: a 10-year suspension of the license, 2 years with an interlock device, and 90-day vehicle impoundment.
2 years, fucking got that ankle bracelet. So is he gonna have to wrestle with the thing?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe like in a place like an arena, you could take it off because there's probably enough security and police in there anyway to keep an eye on him. But like, if he has to, that'll be fucked, man.
Court mandated DUI school or drug rehab program, community service, a 38-day county jail sentence with 38 days credit for time served, 2 years probation, and $4,586 in fines and court fees.
God damn. Slapping bro. Dude, that's horrible, man. But and you got 3 DUIs within what, 5 years? Come on, man.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Oh, breaking the streak.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bro. I wonder if him and Dominic were in the same cell at some point. Just, oh hey Jeff. Oh hey Dominic, what happened? You good, man?
Okay. All right. Oh man. Okay. God. But Jeff and GTA. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So. Okay. So Jeff. On a real note. On a real note. I'm super happy that this is all over for Jeff, and he is getting better. He is getting better. I do not know what this means as far as his AEW return, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, if he want, I mean, if he could take as long as he wants. I mean, he wasn't even ready to come into AEW when he came into AEW, but yeah, obviously this is no good. Alcoholism and stuff like that is nothing to play around with, and I'm glad he got his license revoked for 10 years because that prevents, hopefully prevent. I mean, he was driving on a
You know,
suspended
didn't last
license
time.
anyway, but he was driving on a suspended or revoked license anyway. But regardless, it's good nonetheless for him. But yes, I want to see him take as much time as he needs and not rush back to AEW. I hope. I mean, he came into AEW in about March of last year, and he was, he was in AEW till June. So, I mean, it's good. It's very good. It's very good to see Jeff. It's very good to see Jeff actually getting a little bit of time off, and I just hope he stays clean.
Right, man.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff is, more times than not at the brunt of the jokes, but we all love Jeff, and
I wish the
obviously
best, man.
we wish nothing. Well, we wish nothing but the best for him, man. But yeah.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
So yeah, man, that is a story on Jeff Hardy, man. We do not have any AEW career mode news for Jeff yet, although it should be coming soon, man. But yes, obviously we do wish the best for Jeff. God, you guys fucking kill me, man. Bro.
Oh, dude. It is fucked, man. He's drunk like shit. Oh, man. It's amazing, man. Oh, it's not amazing, but it's funny. It's fucked up. I love it.
Oh man. Bro.
Oh, man.
Oh golly.
It's fucked, man.
Fucking Jeff, man. So
Fuck.
oh shit. Oh man. Okay. So that is all the AEW news we have for today. That is all the AEW news. Dude, you guys fucking kill me, bro.
That's fair, man.
That is all the news, bro. Down.
Man.
Bro. Oh shit. The way he was fucking driving in that race, dude. Oh bro. Fucking Bell. You kill me, dude.
It's
Oh
amazing, man.
Lord. That is fucking hilarious. Okay. So bro was driving like shit too.
It was, bro.
Oh man. Okay. Speaking of somebody speaking of somebody that Jeff knows very well. I believe he trained him actually, or at least had a hand in him becoming a professional wrestler. Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
We all love Cameron Grimes. We all love Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes is reportedly in limbo because WWE Creative has nothing for him. So this is a negative and a positive. So we'll get to the all right. So on the latest episode of the Wrestling Observer Radio, I thought so. Because I know they knew his father. I know they talked about his father a lot because I loved Jeff as a kid, so I used to watch all the little documentaries they put out about him, and I remember hearing his father's name all the time mentioned by those two. But on the latest episode of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer provided the following update on Cameron Grimes' current status in WWE. He says, so the deal is that Cameron Grimes was finishing up in NXT because he was being called to the main roster. And then, right now, what's going on is that they're waiting for an idea on the main roster. So he's in limbo. He's finished with NXT. He's supposed to be on the main roster, but they don't got a story for him.
Look at that. They don't have a story, so we don't see him. Wow.
So they haven't debuted him yet. They're waiting to come up with a story for him. It seems unlikely that WWE will suddenly find a story for Grimes, how busy and crowded everything is with WrestleMania 39 coming up on the weekend of April 1st, so he might have to wait for the rumored post-WrestleMania roster shakeup before WWE Creative finally address the situation. So, holy shit.
Bill, that would have been legendarily fail. Man.
So, the bad thing is, Cameron Grimes is off television, right? He's off television. Yeah. There's nothing, there's nothing for him to do. However, I can absolutely appreciate, because with Vince McMahon, he would just call people up after pay-per-views, and that was it. You know what I mean? Even if he didn't have anything for him, he just needed something for people to talk about on that Raw after SummerSlam, or that Raw after WrestleMania, or this Raw or that Raw. But I will say, at least with like a guy like Bronson Reed, you did right. You did not keep him with The Miz. And you kind of put him on a streak where he's looking like a badass right now. So, you kind of did right by the guy. And you did involve a little bit of story about him coming in, for the money, even though I fucking hate that storyline of people just doing things for bags of money or whatever. I can't fucking stand it. I know you can't either. But at least there was a little something. There was a reason as to why he came up, and a reason for him to not stay with The Miz nonetheless.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
So regardless, yes, I do appreciate, definitely, if you do not have anything for him, if you do not have a captivating way to debut him to your audience, or not even a captivating, but an interesting way, or a way to make people be like, oh, who is this guy? Oh, this is Cameron Grimes. Okay, let me go back and, watch some of his stuff or whatever. If you don't have a way like that to make people interested in people you're trying to portray to them, just don't do it. Just simply, don't waste everybody's time. And I can appreciate that they're not wasting people's time, and they're not just putting a random body on the main roster to make things feel like a new era. I also think this is really good because you can bring Grimes up in a draft, and it is really going to make people feel like it's a brand new era. You know what I mean? During the draft, as to where if you bring them up now, it's kind of just like, oh, okay. And okay, what's he going to do at Mania? Probably nothing. And that'll be the end of it.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So although, on paper, the way it's said sounds bad, I think in the situation we're in right now, not only does it make sense, but it's kind of good. You don't want to just throw him on TV with nothing to do, and then he just does nothing until the draft. Because until Chamber, that's what they did with Bronson Reed. Kind of Royal Rumble you could throw in there, but especially before Royal Rumble, that's what they did with Bronson Reed. They didn't have a story, and if they had one, it was shit.
Yeah.
And they could have just waited, man. So I'm glad they're doing that with Cameron Grimes.
Definitely. It always sucks. It always sucks when creative has nothing for you. But in the case of Cameron Grimes, and in the case of everybody, quite frankly, they're waiting, till you can garner some intrigue around him coming to the main roster, which I like a lot.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Speaking of people getting brought back to the company, Belle says she's expecting Grimes, Caden Carter, Katana Chance, and Braun Breaker to get called up in the draft. And Indy. I would like to see. I don't know if these guys are ready for that or if they want to do that, but personally, I would like to see either both or one of the two, Tyler Bate or Ilya Dragunov. Those guys are so. The fact that Braun Breaker got called up before them is very sad. It's very sad.
It's very, because those two are fucking amazing, man.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
love Dragunov style, man, but Indy's a definite one for me. I really hope she does. I really want to see Candice and Indy.
Yeah, I really want to see Tyler Bate, bro. I really want to see Tyler Bate. You could bring back Trent Seven. You could either have a nice singles in Tyler Bate. You could have a fucking amazing tag team in Mustache Mountain. Or how about this? Once the Brawling Brutes time is up, British Strong style, bro. That shit would be heat.
Hell, I know.
I want to see one of those two guys, but more people to be brought up. I thought Grimes was going to be in the Rumble, to be 100% honest. But in terms of call-ups, I would like to see Grimes. I'd like to see Caden and Katana. I like Braun, but Braun's gotten tremendously better. But I would like to see somebody like I still like to see somebody like Carmelo over him. And
yeah,
Carmelo's just way more ready for me than Braun Breaker is.
You asked me, man. My opinion, Braun Breaker is definitely one of the weakest people in this era of NXT. He's not bad,
No,
but he's
it's
definitely on the weekend.
Definitely. My favorite is Tony D'Angelo. I like Tony D'Angelo. Everybody knows that. And right under him is probably Carmelo.
Yeah, and I don't even count Tyler Bate or Dragunov in that
No, me neither.
They're just still stuck there.
They're just stuck there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could see Breaker. I'll tell you what, though. He's definitely not world championship material yet. I would probably barely even put a mid-card title on him.
To be honest, I probably wouldn't. I don't even think he's ready for that.
Not yet. But that's the corner WWE trapped themselves in, is they made him NXT champion. Now, if you take that belt off him, you kind of have no choice. You kind of have no choice but to put him on the main roster. And I don't know, man.
It's sink or swim for him, man. I don't think he'll be swimming, man, on that main roster.
No, I think he's just going to be in a crowd of people that are a lot better than him. However, that could be good for him because he's going to be getting better with the people that are leagues better than him. I will say that.
That is how you learn, man. So Braun Breaker, he's a 50-50. When he gets called up, he's either going to really be elevated or really be exposed, man.
Yes.
And I hope he is elevated, man. I hope he is. Because I want to like him.
Me too, man. Me too. I mean, he's got a good look. He's got some cool moves in his moveset. It's just something about him, bro. Just
in the vibe, it's not there, man. He doesn't have a good aura at all.
No, yeah, he's kind of just like this fucking big jacked hyper dude, and that's it. At least that's how I think of him. But
that's how I think, at least.
Yeah, but I like Hayes. I like Hayes, and I like D'Angelo a lot better than Braun Breaker, to be honest. Yeah, but Dragunov and Tyler Bate, those two, you can't even compare them to fucking NXT, the NXT 2.0 stigma.
Tyler Bate inaugurally won the NXT fucking UK title at 19 years old. Dude's a fucking beast.
Yes, Tyler Bate is so fucking good, and I think he could get mega over. If you put Tyler Bate versus Walter for the Intercontinental Championship on a fucking pay-per-view in London and tell me that shit won't get over, come on, dude. Or even Dragunov. You put Dragunov and Walter in the ring live for a championship in front of a fucking hot crowd, you cannot tell me that won't get over. You cannot.
And definitely.
Walter is so good. After Clash at the Castle, he made people want to see Sheamus finish out his story. He is that fucking good at telling that story in his matches. And on top of that, that was probably the best Intercontinental title match I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. But I digress. So anyway, talks to bring back 2 former WWE superstars have gone quiet.
Damn, this was disappointing.
It was previously reported that Paul Ellering was involved in talks to bring back AOP, the Authors of Pain. I love how Paul Ellering, their on-screen manager, is managing them to come back to the company. This is another one I have a theory about. So
I think this might be some bullshit.
Yes. So this gave a lot of fans hope that Akam and Razor would make a return. Sean Scott reported an update behind Fightful's paywall. Oh, there's 2 Seans. Behind Fightful's paywall to provide a bit of an update on provide a bit of an update. Sadly, talks have been a bit quiet on that front, so it might not be an immediate return if it does end up happening. Outside of the news, Paul Ellering is leading talks between AEW and AOP. Things have been quiet on that front. So, my thing is, WWE, well, first let me finish this article, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. WWE's brought back plenty of people that Vince McMahon released for one reason or another. Only time will tell how long it will be until Vince McMahon regains the ability to make those calls again, or if he does at all. It will be very interesting to see if he will reverse some of the Triple H decisions to bring them back. I want to mention to you guys another news story we heard a while ago, and that is WWE is keeping returns close to the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the reason talks could have gone quiet is because WWE still has 36 and 37 days till the 2 nights of WrestleMania. Why would they be talking to AOP, constantly? I mean, what they probably did was, and I don't know this for sure, but what they probably did, my guess is Triple H said, do you guys want to come back? AOP probably agreed verbally. I don't see why they wouldn't. They probably agreed verbally. So Triple H said, okay, so we're not going to bring you back now, but you will be a part of the post-WrestleMania draft. I could easily see that being a possibility. So the fact that it's gone quiet might not have been a bad thing. It could just kind of be a waiting game. Kind of how it is for Eric Young at this point. It's kind and Cameron Grimes. It's kind of just waiting and picking your spots till everything kind of makes sense and eases itself into each other.
I think so, man. I think so. I think that's a definite explanation, man. I think in some way they are going to be coming back, but not right now. Either around the draft or soon thereafter.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So, yeah, man. So that is the news on AOP seemingly their return going quiet, so they say. I don't know about that though, man. I don't know. But however, Paul Ellering back with the Authors of Pain, bro. I love the sound of that. I have no fucking idea why Vince McMahon would ever contemplate taking Paul Ellering away from Akam and Razor. And, everybody said at first, oh, Paul doesn't want to travel. Paul came out himself and said, no, I love traveling. Dude,
Man, they're just fucking lying.
bro, we need to see it, bro.
Mm-mm.
We need to see it. It would be tremendous. It would be fucking tremendous, man. So, speaking of somebody who could be on his way out of WWE, this is a bummer if it's true. Pat McAfee. Yes. Pat McAfee could depart the WWE. Pat McAfee has not been brought back to SmackDown. I have no idea why. I have no fucking idea why you would choose Wade Barrett over Pat McAfee. Wade is okay. Why don't you just move Wade Barrett to Monday Night Raw, replace Kevin Patrick? That way you have Wade and Corey. And then on Friday, you have everybody's favorite commentary team in wrestling at the moment, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee.
It makes all the sense in the world, bro.
McAfee made a shock return at the Royal Rumble to call the action with Michael Cole and Corey Graves, but this appearance appears to just have been a one-off. Interestingly, the popular figure has now cast further doubt on his WWE future, citing uncertainty over a potential takeover of the company. In a lengthy post on social media discussing his recent success and future plans, McAfee suggested that a return to WWE is very much up in the air. WWE, I'm pleading with you to not let this man go. This man has been nothing but a joy and nothing but revitalized Michael Cole's career and commentary in general. Commentary, until Pat McAfee and Michael Cole stepped on the scene, commentary had been absolute dog shit since the fucking days of Mauro Ranallo calling NXT. That's just how I see it, man.
Exactly, man. That was such a nice breath of fresh air into the world, man. And I hope they get it back again, because if they just let it go, my God, they're idiots.
Definitely. He revitalized commentary. You can watch SmackDown, and McAfee was commentating that shit era of SmackDown. If there was one thing that actually made the show interesting, it was Pat McAfee, bro. It was Pat fucking McAfee. He made you actually interested in the show. He actually made you have a little excitement for things that, in all honesty, were complete and utter shit. But he made you excited for those things through his excitement. And that's a very cool thing to have in a commentator, man. So he did that, and I hope they do not let him go, man.
I hope, man. I really hope not.
But it is 100% correct of Pat McAfee to kind of be a little leery and kind of on the question for WWE's future. You know what I mean? Can't blame him at all.
No, you really can't.
Can't blame him at all. Another guy that could be leaving the WWE, maybe not in the sense Pat McAfee is, but taking a break from WWE, as this break is well-deserved. I'm sure you guys are all going to know who this man is by the time I say this next line, but it is well-deserved after a 2-year plus championship reign. Roman Reigns is not advertised for any upcoming WWE Premium Live events after WrestleMania. WWE is returning to the O2 in London for July 1st for its Money in the Bank Premium Live event. Based on advertisements, Roman Reigns is currently not expected to work the show. Reigns is not being advertised for the show based on advertisements for the events listed on WWE's website. Instead, advertising Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Becky, Bianca, Charlotte, Cody, and Cody Rhodes. The Tribal Chief is not listed on the poster for the show either. It is also responsible that Reigns is added. It is also possible that Reigns is added to the show later on, but with tickets going on sale this week, if he was going to work the show, then WWE would want to advertise him to sell more tickets in advance. This is well deserved. I mean, sure, Roman Reigns was hardly there when he was champion, but to be 100% honest, in my honest opinion, now, don't get me wrong, it would have been nice to have him at least show up and do something through the summer of 2022 when Vince McMahon gave him a fucking vacation for a month and a half, 2 months for no reason. So it was nice. It was nice of Vince, but it made no fucking sense to do because, I mean, like I said, it was nice of the old man to do that for him, but and then Cody got hurt, which absolutely fucked WWE so hard. Roman Reigns had to come back from vacation, which ended up shortening his vacation to a month and a half, so he came back at the tailor end of it to face Matt Riddle. Yeah. It did not do any fucking favors, but I would like to see him be on television a little more. He does not have to wrestle every week because, in my honest opinion, if he was wrestling every week, he probably would have got hurt and there would have never been no 2.5 year championship reign. There's no way you can work main event quality matches for fucking 2+ years and not be absolutely torn to fucking shreds by this time of year. So, you know, I get that part and I respect that part, but man, you could even show up and do any promos and then the old man gives you a fucking vacation?
Bro, you can at least do some like at-home promos.
Something, dude.
Like, come on, bro. But in itself, man, he definitely should obviously get a vacation after a title reign like that. So that makes sense, man. And I'm not surprised by that.
Absolutely. And, you know, he has earned the definitely earned the vacation, bro. 2 fucking years of a championship reign, man. 2 years. Crazy. Is absolutely crazy, man. But yeah, so he's obviously getting a vacation, man. With that,
right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, when FTR was there, that was when he was on his old deal too. So he was working house shows, but you know, ever since he signed that new deal, hardly on fucking television, took a vacation in the middle of the summer, while he was double champ for no reason.
Literally right after becoming double champ, he went on vacation. That's insane.
For the fucking whole, basically damn near the entirety of the summer. I mean, yeah, when FTR was there, Roman was working every single night and the house shows, but ever since he got that new deal, bro, which I mean he deserved, but you can't do that kind of shit when you're double champion. At least show up or at least pre-tape a bunch of promos before you go on vacation. I mean, something, dude, but you know, I mean, yes, but after this 2-year title reign, bro, he definitely deserves a vacation. I don't expect to see him back till fucking SummerSlam, Survivor Series, maybe even Royal Rumble. Yeah, I wouldn't expect him back for a really long time, and he deserves it.
For a minute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely, man. So, speaking of WrestleMania, man. Speaking of WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. Man, oh man. Boy, oh boy. Do we got something to talk about, bro. So, everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know what is going on, right? Everybody wants to know, is Brock Lesnar actually fucking fighting Omos at WrestleMania? Nobody wants to believe it's true, including myself. And we got a little bit of insight, man. So, it was originally reported Dave Meltzer had this to say about it. Dave Meltzer had this to say, man. The Wrestling Observer newsletter noted that Brock Lesnar versus Omos is the current plan for WrestleMania 39. It was also stated that this match was changed in the last week or two. Then we got another update today from Sean Sapp reporting behind Fightful's paywall that this match was not a Vince McMahon call.
That's even worse. That's genuinely worse to hear.
Sean, you expect me to believe, bro?
I could believe it. I could fucking believe it, man.
Fightful is reporting that this match was not a Vince McMahon call. In fact, it has been refuted that Mr. McMahon has any hand in WrestleMania plans or WWE creative at all. Okay, Sean Sapp. This is the same guy that reported that Triple H told the talent that him and Vince do have talks about creative.
Yeah.
So he does have a say in it, clearly. This is the most Vince McMahon match you could have ever possibly imagined booking. Now, Triple H has booked some weird stuff. Could I see Triple H waking up on the wrong side of the fucking bed one day and being like, let's go with Brock Lesnar versus Omos? I refuse to believe this is a Triple H, a 100% Triple H decision. This was backed by Vince McMahon or somebody of Vince McMahon's philosophy somehow. Whether it was Bruce Pritchard, whether it was any of the fucking writers that are under his philosophy, there's no fucking way that this doesn't have Vince McMahon fingerprints somewhere on it. That's my opinion, man. But what do you think about this situation, man?
I mean, I genuinely could see it as a Triple H booking. I could. I mean, I think it's possible at this point. We've seen a lot of mixing of Triple H storytelling, man. So you never know at this point. But dog, that sounds like a massive cover up. And the way fucking Sean Sapp says it,
Sean Sapp?
it's fucking Vince, dog. I mean, they report that he does have a slight say in creative, and Triple H does talk to him and whatnot, and then all of a sudden just no, Vince has nothing to do with it. Come on, bruh. Come on. I think they fucking Vince McMahon, that man asked for one match at Mania. He was like, I want one match. Just okay, what do you want? Brock, okay, versus Omos.
I would have hung up the
And
phone.
and look what they have to do, man. So this is probably Vince McMahon doing, and let's just hope it doesn't devolve into more and more, because that's how that fucking guy works.
Yep.
But
it's
this
always a
fucking match
trickle down
is
effect
fun.
with him.
It
It's a
is,
snowball
bro.
effect, rather.
Yep, he gets one. He just wants it all, man. So it's not a good sign, man. It's really not a good sign at all, because this shit sounds ass. This
Horrendous.
sounds dick. Like, I remember like a month or two ago around Royal Rumble time when we were talking about Vince McMahon's old plans for Cody. He wanted to do Cody and Cena. That's awesome. Why couldn't he do something like that if he gets at least a
Seriously.
single say in Mania? I mean, we're already doing Cody and Roman, so keep that, but like something of that quality. Dude's brain is at least there enough to come up with something like that. So you probably get one match in Mania you could do, and this is what you do: Brock and Omos. Come on, man. Come on.
Literally, as we were just on the Elimination Chamber review saying, if you wanted to do anything with Brock, it absolutely needed to be against a smaller guy. And what do? They give us the biggest fucking guy on the roster. I hope this is all some ridiculous swerve on Monday Night Raw just to freak the fans out. But dude, if this goes through, Brock Lesnar is going to have yet again a sleeper match at WrestleMania. Another fucking sleeper.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
Utterly ridiculous. That is the most Vince McMahon match ever. Well, to Logan's point, I think the most Vince McMahon match ever is Roman versus Brock. But this is fucking up there, man. Oh, my Lord.
Insane.
That is horrendous. That is absolutely horrendous. But yes, that is... Everybody wants to know what's up with Brock and Omos, and that is what's up with... Dude, seriously. I mean, the last fucking Lesnar match that I was actually genuinely intrigued with was probably... You know, in the beginning of his feud with Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, their match at Crown Jewel, and then their match, you know, where they were kind of, they were kind of fighting to see where Paul Heyman's loyalty lied. That shit was really good, and then they just did it over and over and over and over and over. It was decent, you know, it was decent television. Then it just became fucking horrendous and just completely abysmal. But the thing is, the last Brock Lesnar match, trying to think about it, that I was genuinely excited for, I was a little excited for Drew and Lesnar. I would probably say that was the last match I was excited for. But the last one I was excited for that exceeded my expectations, the Rey Mysterio match was a good one. Not really excited for it, though. Honestly, the last one was probably Survivor Series 2019 against Daniel Bryan. That was it. No, 2018.
True.
2018, sorry. Yeah. That was probably it. So, a good 5 years ago. Damn.
That's insane, bro. Goddamn. Fucking Bray Wyatt, for us, used to be the main event jobber because he was fucking main event talent that always jobs. Now we have the main event sleeper. The main event talent that always fucking just produce boring-ass matches.
Horrendous,
when he could produce such great matches if they wanted him to.
Seriously, bro. It's actually insane, dude. It's actually insane.
Dude has all the fucking talent, and they don't use any of it.
Yep. Put him in the ring with smaller guys, for crying out loud, bro. So, all right, man. WWE, more news on WWE, man. WWE and TNT Sports. WWE and TNT Sports. What the fuck? Where's this article? WWE. This is actually for the UK, folks. So, Bell, this is this concerns you. Breaking as of 3 days ago, the home of WWE in the UK, BT Sport, will be rebranded as TNT Sport this July. Due to the strong partnership between AEW and Warner Bros. Discovery, this could potentially mean AEW could move from ITV to TNT Sports after their deal expires. This would mean both AEW and WWE would be on the same network in the UK.
That's crazy.
It really is.
Yeah, networking like that's so weird. Because, like, they got a deal with, per AEW, they got the deal with Warner and TNT, but it doesn't apply to the UK because it's technically like a separate company. That's so weird.
Mm-hmm. It really is, bro. It really is. But yeah, that is the news on WWE moving to TNT Sports after they rebrand from BT Sport, man. So very interesting, man. Very interesting. And then the 2023 Hall of Fame. The 2023 Hall of Fame. WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2023, man. In an interview with Give Me Sport, WrestleVotes noted that Vince McMahon won't be honored. He will not be honored in the Hall of Fame at this year's event. But he said that one name that would make the most sense would be Batista.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely
That'd be
incredible.
dope.
Definitely, bro. Batista was originally set to be introduced into the 2020 class.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Batista was originally set to be inducted into the 2020 class, but his induction was pushed back due to the 2020 event not taking place due to the COVID-19 pandemic. While WrestleVotes did not confirm whether or not Batista will be the headliner for this year's class, they did not. They did name two more people that were discussed for an introduction this year. First is the Great Muta, who is set to retire from wrestling later this month. WrestleVotes noted that Muta will be inducted as a trade offer for WWE, sending Shinsuke Nakamura to Noah to wrestle Muta on January 1st. That's pretty fucking cool.
That's awesome. That's the cool shit that Triple H does that I like, man.
Yes.
That's the cool shit that I like.
Yep. Absolutely. You put our guy in your Hall of Fame, we'll give you Shinsuke Nakamura for a couple shows or for a month or however long he was out there.
Mm-hmm.
Another name that WrestleVotes said had been discussed for an induction for this year's Hall of Fame is legendary ring announcer Lillian Garcia.
Yeah,
Pretty
definitely.
cool as well, man. I like that a lot. A lot of people who grew up watching wrestling know that voice. So she's a great voice. She's a great ring announcer. She needs to teach some of these fucking ring announcers we have now in WWE how to fucking ring announce. She was great, man. She was great. Last year's class was headlined by WWE icon The Undertaker, as well as the Steiner brothers, Queen Sharmell, Vader, and the Warrior Award recipient Shad Gaspard.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes, I do think I would like to see Triple H do some cool trades with AEW too. I would like to see that.
I would like that. I would love Jericho. Is Sting already in that? He's already in that shit,
Sting
right?
is, yeah.
Yeah,
Sting,
he is already in that shit.
Christian,
Christian would be awesome.
the
Get
Hardy
his own
Boys. Is the Hardy Boys in it?
parties.
No.
No, I
No.
don't think
They
so.
they
No.
offered Jeff a Hall of Fame spot, but he said he wanted to go in as the Hardy Boys first.
Go.
So
Definitely, man. That's awesome, man. I would love trades like that.
definitely, and they could fucking they could send AEW like Dana Brooke for a week or something like that, man. It'd be fucking great.
People kind of looking at that offer like, man, what the fuck? Man, give me Seth Rollins. Give me Cody for a week again. That'd be fucking awkward. They just send Cody there for the deal. Just, hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm back.
For whatever reason, I thought the Hardy Boys were in it, but I know why. It's because that one year they went on stage, I believe, for the Dudley Boys. I just got it mixed up in my head, though. I remember they went on, them and Edge and Christian went on stage, and they,
And Edge and Christian are in it, but Christian is a solo, because Edge is a solo too.
Right. Yeah. Definitely, bro. So, yeah, man. Very Very, very good. Very good on WWE at doing the Great Muta. I love a trade like that, bro. It's really beneficial for both people. But I would like to see him do some cool trades like that. But honestly, I feel like Tony Khan would let those guys go in anyway. I feel like he would let those guys go in because they're flying the AEW flag over there. So it's kind of,
Exactly.
and you know damn well those guys are gonna fucking talk about their time in AEW.
Exactly. So he'll get the fucking name out there. So it's perfect, man. It's still perfect.
Yeah,
They got the Jeff
especially
Jarrett.
yeah. I mean, if you put, but I will say, if you put John Moxley in the WWE Hall of Fame,
You
he
better
needs to
call
go
him on.
in as John Moxley. I mean, you could even do John Moxley / Dean Ambrose, but
Yeah,
something like that, dude, because his time as John Moxley has just eclipsed anything.
he's ever
Anything.
done.
Yeah,
His fucking name, Bruce. Gay ass
absolutely.
name. A horrible ass name.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's really just ugh. It's just a fucking
It
it's
doesn't fit
I
him.
hate that time.
It's so
I
bad. It's
hate that
so
time in his career.
Dean Ambrose.
Dean. Um but yes, it will be real cool seeing the Shield up there
That'll
one
be
day,
awesome.
man.
I think that'll be a great thing.
Especially if all those guys never interact again in their career.
Right.
It'll be a cool wholesome homecoming, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
So yeah, that is the news so far on who we got for the WWE Hall of Fame, man. And now as we wind down into our last three stories, WWE is running 2 premium live events in May 2023, including WWE King and Queen of the Ring. So, yeah, man, what a trade, bro. Chris Jericho, gets his Hall of Fame induction. You just send over Dana Brooke, man. It'll be awesome. She could work at
Send over
Dynamite. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Knowing WWE, that actually would be the trade that they give them to.
It's what they would offer. Okay, you. Am I out? I never know.
Okay. Okay. Apologize for that minor hiccup. But anyway, what I was saying. According to Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics in a Patreon exclusive video, WWE is poised to run 2 events in May 2023. On Saturday, May 6th, WWE will present WWE Backlash. The Backlash name dates back to 1999. However, in the recent years, WWE renamed the event to WWE WrestleMania Backlash. According to this report, the WrestleMania branding is being dropped from the Mania's follow-up event. On May 27th, WWE will reportedly present WWE King and Queen of the Ring. WWE King of the Ring has not been a pay-per-view since 2002. However, WWE King of the Ring, the WWE King of the Ring tournament has been sporadically used since 2002 as a part of special events. This, well, I've been hearing that they're going to do 2 separate events, but according to this report, it's going to be a King and Queen of the Ring event, so it's going to be both tournaments. And I don't really know how I feel about that, man. I really don't. I feel like to be 100% honest, bro, with the way women's wrestling is in WWE right now, there's really only a handful of people I genuinely care about, and this is just going to, that tournament's probably going to blow.
That is, and the 2 people I would want to win, I think, are going to be the champions post-Mania anyway, Asuka and Rhea Ripley. So, you know, who's maybe Candice, but like they ain't gonna book her like that. It's probably gonna be like Charlotte or Becky or someone. Although they're good at per WWE, it's gonna be someone basic that they always go with.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it will probably be that's what I was thinking too. If they did want to do them all in one night, they'll probably at least get rid of the first round of all of them, which kind of does suck. I would have liked if they just did a King of the Ring and did all the men's tournaments and just did all of it in one night. And then you could have done a separate one for the women, but I don't really know how interesting that is, to be 100% honest. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it's one night, man. I don't know. It don't sound that great to me.
Yeah, man, it doesn't. The concept with the both of them doesn't. I'm not really a fan of that. I would have just liked the whole men's tournament in one night from the first round all the way up to the finals. I thought that would have been fucking fantastic, man. But nonetheless, I like that we're bringing back a concept, and I really am excited to see how Triple H uses it. I think he'll use it at least way better than Vince McMahon ever did, man.
I hope so. The biggest hope for me is don't make it their fucking gimmick afterwards.
Yes. Yep.
Please don't make it their fucking gimmick.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. And with our final 2 stories winding down here, bro, WWE is reportedly worried that Sami Zayn's popularity could hurt Cody Rhodes' momentum for WrestleMania 39. Wow. What'd you fucking think was gonna happen? I mean, honestly.
If you would have done both, no one would bat an eye. But the fact that you're choosing one, the fan, that's what's making the fan choose one or the other, is because WWE is choosing one or the other.
Yep.
Come on. They're doing it to themselves, bruh. I care less about Cody than I do about Sami. Situational. I would really love both if they were both getting the match. Simple.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, man, WWE cut Cody Rhodes promo. WWE cut short Cody Rhodes promo to avert the Sami Zayn chants. Cody Rhodes made his way to the ring on Monday Night Raw in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Shortly after, he was interrupted by Paul Heyman. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer, WWE let Heyman early into the segment to tune down the Sami chants from the crowd, which, if you noticed in the beginning of Cody's promo, there was a slight Sami chant. There was.
They were turning that shit down. And it's just a self-laugh at all the people who are saying, oh, look at the crowd reaction. They still love Cody. Yeah, they love Cody. But they might want Sammy a little bit more, man. I think they're silencing that, and I think that's obvious.
Yeah. Meltzer noted how it was a concern leading up to WrestleMania 39. Meltzer also pointed out that the surging cheers for Sami Zayn could hurt Rhodes' momentum for WrestleMania 39. He says, and I quote, "They didn't kill the story by having him lose when Cody was out there. The stuff with Cody and Heyman, they were concerned about Sami Zayn chants, which is one of the reasons why they got Heyman out there in seconds," Meltzer stated. Meltzer then talked about if WWE will make the Mania main event a triple threat. While speaking, he stated that WWE is going ahead with the original plans for WrestleMania 39, that is, Rhodes versus Reigns. Meltzer also claimed that Sami's name hasn't been thrown in just yet. He said, "I know what the plan is as of it's not Sami. It's not Sami being thrown in. Could WWE do it? They could always change. Look, I was told they weren't going to do anything with the Sami thing. It could always change." End quote. Although it is unlikely, Meltzer stated that the possibility for the promotion to change things up and add Zayn to the equation is unlikely at the moment.
Yeah, man. It's fishing, man. They should have just went with both. There would have been no argument anywhere if they would have went with fucking both.
The last thing I heard was Sami Zayn was selling merch like hotcakes.
Yeah, exactly. And Cody, he has like, the good merch. I'm not saying Sammy doesn't, but he has like Cody merch. It's Cody merch. People are gonna buy it, of course. It's like
Okay.
even when Prime Roman was ass, his merch was always selling. Not saying Cody's ass, but in WWE, merch just sells. To the kids like Cody.
Absolutely. WWE, man, WWE should have absolutely anticipated this happening.
Mhm.
I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. I really don't know what they thought was gonna happen, other than Sami Zayn getting mega over. I don't know how they didn't see that happening, or I don't know how they thought they were gonna. This in the end, I'm telling you guys this shit right now. It's gonna be a great moment for Cody Rhodes, but in the end, I'm telling you guys right now, we are going to look back and not harp on Cody's title victory, but I guarantee you in a couple years, bro, or however long it takes for us to properly look back, man, with 2020 vision, we're gonna look back and say, damn, he should have went with the hot hand. Because although I can sit here and say this is a tremendous story that you can have bleed into next year, and you can keep on this bloodline story. Sami Zayn failed. That is going to carry with him. Kevin Owens and him are probably going to eventually break up. Cody Rhodes, if he wants to, which he needs to, at some point, he's going to have to fucking face the reality of the situation. Cody Rhodes is going to have to turn heel. What better way to have Cody Rhodes turn heel than to be absolutely pissed off and disgusted that the fans chose Sammy over him when he needed the fans the most. Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. Now, for WrestleMania 40, now that begs the question. It's not really good to book things a year in advance because anything can fucking change. Anything can change. Anybody can rise through the ranks. I mean, you don't know.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So it's a fucked up situation, man, and they could have avoided it so easily.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now they're in a situation that is very, very bad for them. And oh my god, we're actually getting new elites revealed. Look at that, Logan. We were just talking about that last night. Wow.
That's crazy, man. And another thing you said was true, dude. In a year and a half, 2 years, I'm gonna see tweets from the same people that want Cody over Sammy right now. They're gonna tweet, man, in the build up to Mania 39, they should have went with Sammy. Dude, that's all we're gonna see in a year and a half, 2 years on Twitter.
I really believe that. I really believe
Oh,
people
yeah.
are going to look back and say, man,
They
why didn't
should
they
have
go with
went.
Sammy when the iron was hot? I don't know, man. I don't know.
If around that time Cody contract is coming up and he could be going back to AEW, they'll be saying that shit. They'll be singing that shit like crazy.
I think this is going to be a huge lesson learned for Triple H as to when you genuinely feel something, you need to go with it. You need to go with it.
When the fans feel something, you need to go with it. It's just how it is. Unless it was fucking Danhausen, then I would understand not doing it. But when it's someone like Sammy, bro, do it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. When 2023 started, it was Roman, Cody, then Sammy. Oh, you guys are still talking about the merch. Oh. Yeah. I mean, the merch is one thing. I mean, you can't really base your decision off who sells the most merch or not. That's
Yeah.
you got to
Because at AEW, Danhausen sells some of the most merch. That
exactly.
garbage ass idiot.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. You haven't I know you haven't seen Cody at peak bad, but man, if he gets to that point where he's trying to play good guy too hard, those fucking fans are going to turn on him just like we fucking said. It's going to happen. It is going to happen.
It's the cycle of Cody Rhodes. It's guaranteed gonna happen, man. And I think it's gonna be worse than it was in AEW, man. At least from the fans' reaction.
I don't know,
They're gonna
man.
eat that man alive.
I don't know. You gotta go with what's hot, bro. I don't know. I've been saying it ever since the news episode before the Royal Rumble. If we're feeling Sammy, should have went with Sammy, bro. And I think WWE is gonna have a harsh reality. But like I said, I would even be down with booking Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn. I would be down with looking at Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn, but then that's doing the same thing that a lot of us did, and it wasn't the right decision. I mean, granted, a lot of us wanted to see Cody because wanted to see Cody because Vince, we knew Vince wasn't gonna build anybody up like this. Triple H is. Who's to say Johnny Gargano isn't fucking hot by next year? Who's to say Walter is? You never fucking know. You really never know. I mean, yeah, I understand WWE looks at merch more than anything, but I mean, we can't fucking completely base our decision off that. I mean, if Cody sold shit merch,
I'd still like Cody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, for the fans, it doesn't matter, and that's what it matters here in this situation. What the fans think.
Definitely, because this is WWE has turned this into a this or that, this guy or that guy situation. So it's tough. They got themselves into a really tough spot. But yeah, I mean, WWE, WWE looks at merch, but you know, I mean, that I always hated. I genuinely always fucking hated stuff like that, bro. When WWE looks at merch more than what is more logical, because Cody Rhodes, bro. Cody Rhodes could have did anything else at this WrestleMania. I mean, if you want to pick and choose, he could have, bro.
He
But
really could have. You know what I meant.
they should have just went with both of them, bro. They should have just went with both of them.
Easiest way out right there, both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really was an easy way out just to go with both of them, because it's not like the guy has fucking 2 titles or anything.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, in all reality though, I could genuinely give a fucking half about anybody selling their merch. I mean, it's about the story, and if Triple H is as to the story as he leads us to believe, I don't know how you go with Cody Rhodes instead of Sami Zayn. That's just me though, and that's how it is.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
All right, man. As for our final story, Vince McMahon. Man, don't we just love hearing about Vince McMahon? All right, man. So Sean Sapp of Fightful Select noted on his new update that WWE talent reached out and said Vince is involved. WWE talent reached out and said Vince is involved with the creative team once again. This came from someone on the roster, and it wasn't confirmed. This week, a WWE talent reached out and told me they believe Vince McMahon was back in creative. I couldn't get it confirmed at all. End quote. You know who that one guy was? That one guy was Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was on the fucking phone with Triple H, and he was like, all right, Trips, who do I got for Mania? And Trips was like, all right, don't hang up, but it's Omos. Brock instant. He texted Vince. He was like, dude, are you is he fucking with me? Bro.
I know you made this shit.
So, they thought that there is another power struggle happening regarding Vince helping creative. Sean Sapp later tweeted out to clarify this rumor that he heard back from sources within WWE, and he had this to say. Sources within WWE told we're told that would be in the position to know that to tell Fightful Select that those fears are unfounded. We couldn't get any confirmations on those talents' fears, as noted in the original post. Triple H has been open that Vince has input and is been adamant to talent that Triple H has a final say. Didn't he just say earlier in the Brock Lesnar and Omos story that Vince McMahon didn't have any fucking say in creative? Exactly. I mean, what the fuck, man?
This dude don't know what the hell going on, apparently.
Golly. These rumors will likely keep going, but there is no internal indication that anyone but Triple H is calling the creative shots. And with that, WWE staff have been walking on eggshells as Vince McMahon prepares for the sale. PW Insider Elite reports that the environment in WWE in recent weeks has reverted to feeling like a walking on eggshells, exactly similar to how things were when Vince McMahon was previously in charge of operations. McMahon's return to WWE and the speculation of the WWE sale have been the catalyst for an uneasy feeling as of late. The report further suggests that most of his chatter has come from WWE employees working either backstage or in corporate offices in Stamford, Connecticut, although The present morale is still better than how things used to be previously in the Vince McMahon regime. The energy in recent weeks has been waning. Employees are in fear of losing their jobs. Once a sale occurs, according to backstage belief. Some of the recent WWE front office departments departures were actually related to feeling uncertainty and the departing names a target on their back due to the tenure and prospect for bigger paychecks. WWE morale is low. It seems like it's mainly in the corporate offices because these people don't know if they're going to have a fucking job by the next 3 months. But even that it looks like some of the talent believe that Vince is back, and even though Sean Sapp is reporting that Vince isn't in creative, I'm sure that doesn't go against. I'm sure that doesn't go against what they're feeling.
Exactly, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I also think that's another thing. Going back to this fucking Sami Zayn thing, I also think that's another thing that is possibly the reason as to why Sami Zayn is not happening. A little bit of Vince McMahon input, a little bit of Vince McMahon fingerprints. You know he doesn't see Sami Zayn as a fucking WrestleMania main eventer.
No, to be honest, it was probably Vince that gave the this or them. You either choose him or you choose them, and he probably told Triple H that he highly recommends he chooses Cody.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, this is no good, and we said this from the very beginning. I'm not gonna sit here, every week and harp on WWE because, Vince McMahon is possibly coming back. I'll enjoy it while we have Triple H because I know once we inevitably get this guy back, it's gonna be fucking hell again. Probably to the point where we've talked about not covering WWE, or at least little WWE at that. But so I mean, you know where we stand on it, but man, this most likely is inevitable unless we really do get somebody to buy the company that will boot him out. So yeah, I mean that's
Interesting, man.
it is, bro.
It's only something time will tell at this point.
Definitely, man. Yeah, but that is pretty much it, bro. That is pretty much it. Jimmy Uso promo supposed to end SmackDown. That should be good. Is it Jimmy or Jay? Regardless, it should be interesting, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was back reading comments. Cody is the only way to go. Logan, are you trolling, man?
You gotta be, man. Ain't no way.
There's no way, bro. There's no way. Yeah, no way. No fucking way, man. No way. Yeah, the Sami Zayn story was just more intriguing, man. Regardless on the merch or the any financial advisory fans like to play. But man, yeah, nah. Cody wasn't it, bruh. I mean, yeah, could have been both. Yes, he could have been both, but WWE fucking put themselves in his own ditch. But anyway, that is going to do it, bro. Holy shit. Damn. Okay. Talk about going off on a tangent. Yeah, we had a lot of fucking decent stories that me and you had to talk a lot about today. So I guess that explains why we were 2 hours and 50 minutes deep. But with that, man, SmackDown starts in 10 minutes. So I hope you guys do enjoy the show. And as always, I love coming on here, debating, having this Cody, Exactly, bro. In your opinion,
Yeah.
you know, we love coming on here and debating with you guys. You guys know it's all love, bro. But we're probably gonna have this fucking debate till the end of time, to be 100% honest with you guys, man. And that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay, man. At the end of the day, we all love professional wrestling. So talking about Jimmy or Sammy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah, really, really, really random. Really random. He's probably gonna call Jay out and make him choose a side or something. But regardless, man, you guys know it's all love. You guys know it's all love, and we're probably gonna have this fucking debate till the end of time. And it's okay, man. At the end of the day, we all love professional wrestling, so that's just what it is, bro.
We all
But
have our opinions.
yeah.
Fucking Cody.
I just wanted to see honorary Uth. That's all I want to see, bro. I wanted to see the honorary Uth versus Roman Reigns. But we're getting Cody Rhodes instead. And it is what it is, bro. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, it's all love. You know we love you guys, bro. So with that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels Podcast. This has been episode 150. Thank you guys so much for a successful 150 episodes of the Notorious Heels Podcast, man. And with that is going to do it for this edition, episode 150, man. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Logan, Bell, Durante, Muhammad, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everybody on the replay for a very successful 150th episode, man. So with that, man, it is always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels Podcast, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been episode 150. Thank you guys so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Do not forget, news is on Wednesday next week, and we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when I put you